Hello everybody. What is up? What is up? What is up? My phone's going off. So today I wanted to hop on real quick and talk to you guys about consistency because I had something amazing happen in my business this morning. I have been speaking with this girl back and forth for a few months on the essential oils. She reached out to me a few months ago and wanted to know what they were about, how effective they were, if they actually worked. And I am not one to just shove things down people's throat. I use the oils in my stories. I use them all day, every day on myself. Sometimes I'll post about them, but I don't just cold message people and say, hey, hey girl, what's up? Here's the oils. Well, no, I don't do that. I let people attract themselves to me. And then I freely answer any questions that they may have. So with me showing up consistently, especially in this 90-day run, I had this girl reach out to me after, I think the last time we spoke about these were about 6 months ago. And I had done a live last night on mom guilt. And I was talking about mom guilt, and I walked you guys through me having a routine, a ritual with my oils when I start to feel overwhelmed or feel like it's just things are way too much for me in that moment. So I told you guys, hey Cassie, I told you guys about my routine with the oils and what I do when I feel overwhelmed. Well, this girl saw that live and she messaged me, and we haven't talked in about 6 months. Well, she messaged me and she's like, listen, I am ready to pull the trigger. I need these oils in my house. I resonated with your live about feeling overwhelmed so much. I'm tired of feeling like I have no options to turn to. So she got oils this morning in her home, and that made me so happy. But my biggest takeaway was, had I not been consistent in showing up on live, putting my face in front of the screen, using my oils on myself so you guys can know that it's not just a product I sell, but a product that I love and I use in my home, she probably never would have pulled that trigger. So I want to break consistency down for you and make it really easy for you to grasp. Success is not built by what we do occasionally, but by the accumulation of what we do consistently. Okay, so in anything that you do, whether you are building a business, whether you are trying to form a good habit, whether you are trying to change a bad habit into a good one, it's not going to be effective unless you are consistent with it. So the first piece of advice that I can give you is start small. Start small, whether it is going for a walk. Maybe if your goal is to be healthier, maybe it's just going for a walk and committing to a 10-minute walk every day for 2 weeks. That is something small that you can do to help build that consistency muscle, because discipline and consistency is nothing more than a muscle that can be built and become stronger over time. So start with something small. Don't go for the big guns. Don't try and do a 90-day run like I'm doing, where I go live 3 times a day and post 4 TikTok/reels, broken down. Don't try and go big for the first time. Start with something small, okay? And the next thing is create a routine around it. So you guys hear me talk about all the time that proximity is key and discipline equals freedom. So if you're trying to become consistent and build the discipline within whatever area or whatever arena that you're trying to build that in, you really want to set yourself up for success. You are starting a 30-day run starting today. No way. Go Cassie. Go Cassie. That's what I'm talking about. So start by setting yourself up for success. And for instance, we're going to use Cassie for an example. I hope that's okay, Cassie. I love you. Cassie's starting a 30-day run. So I don't know what goals she has set for herself within this 30-day run. So I'm just going to go off the top of my head here. Maybe she has decided to go live for 30 days or once a day. What Cassie can do to help build her consistency muscle and build her discipline is set up her environment for success. So this might look like, aren't you with a makeup company, Cassie? Let me know, please. This might look like having a specific place within her home where she does her lives. So right now, because we are actually redoing my office space, we are kind of reorganizing, resetting everything up. Right now I'm doing it from my kitchen table, and I have my queen chair, my throne, as my husband likes to call it, because it is comfortable and it helps kind of pull me into this mindset. But I have my kitchen table set up for success. So I have this thing, it's a mirror, and it's also a phone stand, so I will put one device there. I have you currently on a ring light. Okay, I have my portable diffuser right here so that I can have the oils that help inspire me going as I'm doing my live. Right now, I'm teaching this training off the top of my head, but usually I will have bulletproof points of things I want to touch on during my live to keep me on track, okay? So I'm setting the area up for success. If there is something that I'm going to need in the middle of this live, for instance, if I needed a piece of paper to write down a question and get back with somebody, it's right there. So Cassie, yes, you're with Unique Cosmetics and Skin Care. I have not tried you guys yet. I was talking about on my Get Ready With Me, I was saying if there is anyone who is with another MLM business that sells products that I don't personally sell, please reach out to me and let me know, because I will gladly refer people to you. I am not an MLM snob. As long as you're not selling the same thing I am, I will gladly refer people to you. I actually have not tried Unique. I've had a lot of other MLM products sent to me, but I have not tried Unique yet. So anyways, so she is selling makeup. So maybe what she could do I need to get up with you, you're right. So maybe what she could do is to set her area up for success. I don't know if she's using a ring light. If she is, set her ring light up. Have her a little mirror so she can watch herself do her makeup. Okay, set all of her makeup out in front of her that she's going to be using for that live. Okay, so that she's not having to have idle time where her people that are watching lose interest. So, for instance, if she is trying to do a live and she forgets her mascara or her eyelashes or whatever it may be, and she has to get up and go get them, there is going to be a few seconds of idle time where she is not in front of that screen. She is not engaging her people and her following. And so chances are she's going to have people click off if there is blank space on that screen. Okay, so in order to set herself up for success, if she makes sure she has everything in front of her, then she can be consistently engaged in this camera for the entire makeup tutorial, talking to her people, telling people, hey, if this is serving you, then I want you to follow me, share this out right now, like the video, consistently engaging. This is about to go off on a side note, but I just want to help because I feel like this can serve a lot of people. When I started my live videos, I did not have anyone following me. There was nobody that got on my lives. There was nobody that watched. My parents didn't even watch the replays. My husband did not even watch the replays, okay? My husband is one of the most supportive people that I know, but this man did not watch any of my content, okay? But I had to make a believer out of all of them. And now my husband watches all of my content, likes it, shares it, shows his guy friends for their wives. Like, he is so supportive. My family, my mom was just on my whole live of me doing my makeup. But until you make people a believer, until you make people a believer, they're not going to cheer you on. But this is where consistency has to be into place. Your vision has to be greater than your fear. Okay, so things that you can do to keep people engaged and interacting with you while you are on the camera. is things like I do all the time that you probably don't even notice that I do. So when Cassie hopped on, I said, "Hey, Cassie," and kept on talking about the topic, okay? I read the comments. My mind works very fast. It works extremely fast when I'm drinking my ketones, and as soon as they get to me, I'm going to be so happy. But my mind works fast, so I can see her comments, and I can respond to her. If I had Instagram up, I could see those comments and be responding to them. It's the interaction. You want people to get to know you, and you want people to like you and trust you. Another thing you can do is whenever you are talking, you can, okay, for instance, we're going back to Cassie here. I love Cassie. She's precious, and she always is such a big supporter of mine. But say Cassie is in the middle of her makeup tutorial, okay, and say she doesn't have a lot of comments going on, and she wants to boost that engagement. She could hold up her lipsticks and say, "If you prefer matte lipstick, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments below." Okay? And what this is going to do is this, I just hit myself in the face with my pen. That's fine. This is going to send out an alert to anyone who drops in a 1 in the comments. Cassie's video is going to show up on their feed. Excuse me. Cassie's video is going to show up on their feed. Once it's on their feed, all of their friends are going to be seeing Cassie's face. And so if they have friends on their feed that is like, "Oh my God, I love watching makeup videos," they're going to click on Cassie's live and they're going to watch Cassie. And they're going to be engaged. So when I say if you can't afford the products, that's fine. Comment, share the videos, because it puts us in this entire business in front of people who can, right? So if Cassie continues to show up consistently, then Cassie's going to build a little community. She's going to build a following, right? So make sure that you are consistent. I told you guys, set up your environment to be consistent. Make it a schedule. That's the next point. Make it a schedule. Set a routine around it. So sorry, guys. Set a routine around it. Make a schedule. So if you're on a 90-day run, if you're on a 30-day run, whatever you're doing, have your minimums listed out. I want to do at least 3 lives a day. Or I want to do at least 3 TikToks a day. Have your minimums set out so that you can create a schedule around it, okay? And lastly, you cannot give up. I promise you that the followers and the community are going to come. They're going to come, but you cannot give up. You have to show up consistently and put in the work until you get to the place where you have followers. I am just now getting to the place where I have dedicated people that show up to every live, that reply to every story, that comment on every post, or DM me on every post. It takes time. It takes dedication. It takes consistency, and it takes your belief outweighing your fear, okay? Work on your mindset. Be consistent. Be dedicated. Be disciplined. You have to bully yourself into it until it becomes a habit. And I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds really funny, but it's true. I had to bully myself into going live, and now it's so easy. Excuse me. It's so easy for me now. Used to, if I was about to hit the live button, I was going to have a straight up panic attack because I'm like, "Oh my God, you know, what's going to happen? People are going to hate it." No. I forced myself. I said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And I pushed the go live button, and I forced myself to do it every day, 3 times a day. And we are now on day 18 of this 90-day run. And in 18 days, I can push the live button without any freaking out, without any panic attacks, without any nervous jitters at all. Because the reality of it is, whenever you show up consistently and you keep trying and you keep pushing, no matter what anybody says, no matter who gives their opinion, whether it's wanted or not, you're going to tell your brain that this is the new normal. And then your brain is going to adjust and start behaving accordingly. So, be consistent, be disciplined, give it your all, and make sure that your belief outweighs your fear. I love you guys. I've got to go teach a continuing education class. But I will see you guys for high-low later tonight. I love you so, so much. Goodbye.